Thanks so much for sitting down with me today. As we've been talking, I understand that we've had a recent project where we actually went ahead and installed our IoT water damage prevention technology, and within days, we actually caught a potential loss event. Could you walk me through that situation and what exactly happened?
Yeah, great to be here. Thanks, Lisa. Yeah, it never ceases to amaze me. I've been doing this for 9 years now, and continually I get water events, we'll call them, that occur, and never makes me scratch my head, but makes me so appreciative that I got into this and that we're able to help our clients and property owners and contractors avoid these types of problems happening to them. So we had a higher ed project. It was a gut reno, very high profile, very expensive renovation. And within days of the actual installation of the Internet of Things technology solution that we designed and coordinated with our preferred vendor partners, the site team, and the owner, we had an alert go off, and it was the always attention getting water has been detected alert. And so, of course, everybody's jumping to make sure that it's being addressed, that somebody knows what's happening. And my team was able to do that. And we found out that water had been detected in an elevator shaft, which is always a concern. We do put the detection sensors up off the ground a couple feet so that if there's a little bit of water in the elevator shaft, we don't get an alert. But if it starts to rise, we get it. And it had risen and gotten there. And so in contacting the site team, they were able to determine that, yes, there was water flowing into the elevator pit. And even though it was a rainy day, we thought that might have been the cause. It was not the cause. It was actually a hose on a wet saw that had a leaky joint that was pouring out quite a bit of water. Fortunately, it was just going into the elevator shaft, and we were able to identify that, get them to fix that, resolve that problem without any damage or any cleanup necessary. So a true success story that I can tack on to the probably hundreds that I have now.
I think that's great to hear that obviously I'm like we were able to avert a loss. There was no damage, and obviously there were no hazards to the site team, no damage to the property. I would count that as a win-win for everyone involved in the situation. When we think about just beyond the damage, though, what are other benefits to the fact that this potential loss event was caught so early?
Yeah, I mean, these days with the way construction is, any type of delay, disruption, damage, or loss to a project can be catastrophic, even the small ones, because you never know with the supply chain the way it is if you're going to be able to get the materials that you need to repair the damage. Maybe you are able to get the materials, but the labor force is stretched so thin right now, you may not have the personnel, or that subcontractor may not have that personnel to be able to stick around and fix that damage and extend the completion of that construction project, which does not make the owners very happy. So to all parties interested, this is not about insurance that covers a loss. This is about technology that prevents any of these things happening. And we don't have any delays or disruptions or damages or losses to that construction project. And to your point, that's a win-win-win for everybody.
No, and I think ultimately, too, obviously, for those contractors that are really watching the bottom line and how profitable a project is, the fact that they didn't have any unexpected out-of-pocket expenses, also a huge factor in making sure that IoT technology was a definite worthwhile investment for this project.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, again, this is a tool. This is not the end all be all technology that's going to stop these things from happening. This is still a people business, and we realize that. And we engage with them very early so that they understand exactly what we're doing, how we're doing it, why we're doing it. But it takes a good site team, and this was a very good contractor. It's a very good owner, and the fact that they were able to respond as quickly as they did and communicate that information back to us just gives us more ammunition that we could use to fight more of these types of events from happening.
Great. Well, if someone is interested in using IoT technology on their upcoming construction project or renovation, who should they reach out to? What next steps should they take?
Yeah, definitely reach out to us here and me personally here at Insight Risk Technology. We're a resource. We're in that education awareness phase. we're happy to share what we're doing and how we're doing it, and share that information with anybody that's interested. Obviously, we can also consult and help with any issues that you have or exposures that you're concerned about. And if there's an IoT technology out there that can help prevent that exposure or manage that exposure or prevent an event from happening, we're happy to help you implement that. And that's our secret sauce is we hold your hand through the entire process.